that really suits an Omni, because one of two things need to be in place for Omni to be good. The enemy team has to be pressuring you super hard all the time, in which case repel and heal are always useful, right, during those skirmish fights. Or you need a team that's going to 5-man a lot and makes use of the fact that Omni has those spells available, or you need a hero that's very mobile and can jump in. So that's what the Storm is for, right? And that's what the Tusk is for. Those are the two heroes that, like, boom, we're going to start the fight. And then our Omni can throw out his repel on the Storm before he goes in. Because then you're actually utilizing the spell, instead of kind of just sitting around while heroes are, like, blinking everywhere and you can't really ever hard commit to something, you know? You get kited out a lot as Omni, and that's one of his biggest issues. So in the area and has a ton of tangos and a Sal, if need be. So it seems like based on what MVP had brought, they probably anticipated this lane, because KP started with tangos and he just goes immediately poor mans, and they have a ton of extra regen on top of that, so I think they'll be fine here.
Looking at, okay, so with the dewarding there, side of Archon, we're able to get rid of the Observer Vision. I haven't quite found this sentry, of course, hidden away there. Oh, damn it, no, Owen, please. I was doing alright in the first game. I didn't miss a single kill, but unfortunately, yeah. And the question is as well, what is the plan with this Tuscan Omni? I mean, they're obviously trying to do what they can to stop KP, but 27 CS is pretty much almost doing as well as the Jar. In fact, you pretty much could say he is. And indeed, mid lane, gets the ult out, will find the kill into Storm. Fucked ult the Illuminate as well, he's going to be lucky for free.
They're just always knowing
MSS, he's incredibly deep here and all on his own. Nuts and KP in the wraparound coming in as well from Duo. MSS, he's got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. He's got a Mango if he wants to emergency snowball, and he's actually going to go for it there with the Mango plays, but I don't know what he's going to achieve with that, apart from just prolonging his death as he goes forward onto Kyo. Kyo still finishes him off, and well, that's a Mango down and a Tusk down as well.
The offlaner, and I say that, but March doesn't even need it. He's in 5. Okay, here we go.
They certainly needed that. Kill there for the Gyrocopter. Mid lane though, the press is going to fly by Kyo. Illuminate flying through as well. This time the purification, the repel, they might have to pull it out. It comes the Tusk as well with the snowball moving on to Kyo. He's not going to be able to get himself out of that when they bring down the Queen of Pain as well. And that was a rotation that Archon surely needed, and he's at level 7, so he's certainly closing the gap. But as you said, it's never fantastic to play a Storm from behind.
The one thing about Storm, though, is if you get that level 6 and you get your mobility going, you can kind of recover.
Okay, but he's got an MSS. MSS is so dead. Surely, if he can get it... He still gets it. Still gets it. The pings are coming out. He's going to go straight for the TP out.
I think, like...
he gets the repel off. It doesn't matter. They even throw down the purge there as well to make sure there's no way that Chad gets out of it. And Chad, he was the victim of a lot of pain and terror coming there from the side of MVP.
I gotta hand it to MVP, man. Like, even though this game is closer than the first 13 minutes in game number 1, because I think in game 1, Archon had already lost almost all their out-of-game powers. It still really feels like there's nothing that Archon has been doing to pressure MVP at all. Like, they've gotten a couple of counter kills, but have they actually forced an issue at all once?
Oh, do they want to fight this? They're sending a lot of TP here, and they managed to catch KP here with the telekinesis. Can they bring him down? Oh, the disruption! Actually catching the blink. Is that the right move? KP, he's going to go down. I don't know if that disruption was the play there. They've lost the AM. They lose the Shadow Demon as well. They are able to deny the tower. Also, their team Archon.
They can see fog.
There we go. Indeed they can. No shot straight in, but he's got the blink stolen there. They'll try and chase this one down to one. Purge thrown in as well. Fox, he's going to have the blink in a second. Yes, he gets it off. But no, Cure chases him down there. We'll be able to finish him off with that final bit of burst. Pings are coming out. Can they actually do anything to turn this? Chad is there with MSS, but it is just the two of them. So they want to try and find this one. Martin throws down the coast facility. Oh, there we go there with the ultimate kill. Bring down the Omni Knight. More is put from MSS, but he's snowballing out to 3 of them. They'll throw down the 40 but now Corrupt, he wants to turn this one around. They brought down Q, now he looks for Q as well. There's going to be a home that's not coming through as well, but he's not going to connect in time to cancel the blink. But they will chase this one down. He's going to have another blink here in a few seconds. Can Q escape this? Both moving in close and personal as well. The missile, it looks like he's just not going to be quick enough. They can't get the quad, they can't control it. But AM, well, his spider sense is a tingling. He's going to continue to farm here. And can they control and catch KP here? They just need to look around the corner. Oh, he's big forward. Oh, that's not the play from KP. It looks like corner have managed to outplay the anti-mate. He's there and they catch him out. And I mean, that's a big nuts and march. Moving in, hookshot is available. Queen of Pain with the ultimate as well. I think Archon realised they need to get themselves the hell out of there. There's going to be the TP out from Coral, but it could be MSN. MSN that's left in trouble here. He's stopped by the secret shop. KP moving forward here. QO blinking forward. There's going to be a snowball.
He'll be able to blink.
Well, let's see what we can do. If KP can blink after him, he's trying to look for the Jukes here. MSN, I think he's just done it.
Oh,
they see him. They see him. Warren Fudge will be there. Pops the stick charge. He's trying to do what he can to slow the death, but it doesn't matter.
To get up an Orchid or maybe a Hex. They're looking for QO right now, but he's staying in the trees.
He's not going to try and blink out for this one. I think he might need to let that. No, he's going to try and turn it around. He's going to go for it. But now they're trying to play it here with Chav with the ultimate. Allowing Grog to continue to fight, but this QO is incredibly tanky with the soul booster. The worst punch him out, but now the corner from the two. QO's blinked himself out, but it's March that's stuck in the midst of it all. March will go down here on the clock road. And Ush with the BKB looking for nuts. He's going to find another kill, bringing down the Shadow Demon. KP's trying to turn this one around though. He's going forward on QO. Trying to bring down the clock. Grog coming in, brings him in. He's going to be another kill. It's a 4-for-1, and this decided Team Archon easily coming out on top. What a fight for their side, and MVP just falling apart now. We're looking at the fight recap, a massive swing. 3k gold difference coming out of that one, and over 3k in terms of XP. What top lane Archon continue to I've got to be honest, one thing I'm most about is talking about the guys going in for a clip is going to be a defensive disruption from QO, but he's found the sides already. They'll blow up the Queen of Pain, and Coral, a man who was punished in the laning stage, but suddenly he's got 13 charges on a Bloodstone. He's got the Orchid as well, 4 for 3 for 3.
He killed it again. He got 4,200 gold on the Courier. He kills the Courier twice? What? Oh my god, that's actually so painful.
He's going to let you start a fight, but Foggy's got a good escape, and now it's the Arch turning around with the BKB. He doesn't give a damn about your blade now, Mark. We'll take down the clockwork here. They're going to try and teams to fight here. But KP going into the center field, moving forward, but MSS with a punch. He wants to try to deal with Peppy, but Peppy's just a little bit too tanky. Now for upset, they're taking down the clockwork. You're quick at the other now, but now Chad here with Guardian Angel. Oh, correct close, but there's no repel there to protect him. Chad's going to lift the TB out. He's going to find it. There's no way to cancel it. They're blinking forward MVP, trying to find more. They do lose Korok and MSS there on the side of Mark.
I don't know, man. Like, hello.
With the Orchid. What are you going to do?
He's going to die.
He's certainly going to do. And we look towards KP, who has indeed got the Manta in the passes. So maybe this is fight time for MVP. Maybe they can come on top of the side of Archon. Give forward, looking for he's going to run away, Glimmer, but it doesn't matter. The pure damage bursting him down here, chap. He's Glimmer Cape. In fact, it was fault. Saying, I'll save you, but I can't save myself. And now, then put here to the start. Torrent effect. Down the pole. There's going to be a big clear. He's going to get the Peppy. He gets up. He's up to the light, but it's already not looking great for Archon. They've lost 3 heroes. Archon has managed to fight 2 in return. But Korok is still alive here, and he's able to turn it here. KP does the bashes, and now it's KP and QO that are going to look for Archon. Just going to try to take out that homing missile. He's going to buy him the time because KP isn't going to be able to look for the right click, to look for the bashes, and he will be able to get himself out on the gyrocope.
On the aggressive
smokes up already, but do you think they smoked underneath this very deep round? It's going to matter because here we go straight into the finish. He's going to get taken down here. Rock where those balls will be able to zip himself away. That's probably here, but it doesn't matter. He's going to go down as well. 2 heroes drop on Archon. Grok will be able to find the kill though onto KP, bringing down the anti-mage in return. Now losing the Tusk and the Omni Knight, but finding the anti-mage.
I'd say that's still okay.
Oh, Karaki, he's going to pop the Orchid down. I don't know if he wants to stick around. Because QO, he's going to have an ultimate here in a few seconds. And
he's got BKB too.
Is he going to go for 4? This is very ballsy, but it pays off. They're going to be able to find the Queen of Pain. Archon know exactly what they're doing here. And they're going to be fine. And just tempting the Quap there. Encouraging her to stick around.
Perfect in lining up with what Archon were able to do in that fight. And I think MVP also only smoked because they knew it was going to spawn. So if Baby's up in 15.
Oh, look at this as well. The ice, just little things like that, holding back the side of MVP.
No, Archon got this. I can got this. They're going to use some jab though.
It doesn't matter the 58 is. So that that is something I think I'll be happy trading the Omni Knight for a Roshan and an Aegis at this point. And I've got to be honest, overall, there was some hold up ball here. Going forward on through the drop. Destruction will be going to turn as well. Now he's trying to cure, gets the ultimate out, but now puts his BKB, but it is going to be a defensive 1-on-1 on the retreat here, as Archon don't look to continue this fight and look to just get themselves there.
I got 5 or 6 items. I got my BKB, my Satan, and my butterfly.
Oh, we just go straight up. I mean, look how most of them playing Croc is kind of playing for a very long manner. What they've actually got the Omni Knight here is the Croc has been able to finish down on Croc. He's incredibly well able to them out there because Archie's just on the front lines fighting it all up. There's going to be the snowball there onto KP, but now it's Archon that maybe thinking about getting themselves out of here. They've already lost 2 heroes. Kyo blinking forward. They're going to look for the hook shot there from Mark on the clockwork. He's not going to find anything. And it looks like Archon will just be able to get the rest of themselves.
You want to have that solo kill potential on any rat hero. Like, that's actually one of the reasons why Storm is so good, because he can kill the rats. But AM is not a rat that he can kill in the late game.
Rush. He's been put away. Oh, down the back now. KP going to work. And now here, Kyo dropping forward here with the BKB himself. Looking for Croc. Croc's going to zip himself out. Putting on Nuts. Should be able to find kills to Shadow. That's going to be your first one dead. Dominating kill streak here for Croc. And the fight's going to continue here. Kyo trying to do with the right clicks for Croc. He's trying to do his best to outplay him in the mid lane as well. They do lose the Rubik here. Hook shot onto Croc. Controlling him for the time being here. They've got KP coming as well. He's got the mana boy. He tries to get it off, but it's going to be a matter anyway because he does have the Lingus Sphere available. And he goes for the Bloodstone Deny anyway, though, just to make sure Kyo can't chase him down there with a final blink. So they have got to start off the map. Rubik is dead. MVP only losing the Shadow Demon. And they do take the tier 2 in the mid lane. Now this is KP. Jumping straight forward here. Actually being repelled on. Thinking about Manfight. This one, but maybe doesn't want to here. He's getting one. And now the snowball returns with the blaze. It doesn't matter. KP is able to blink himself out. Now Kyo going forward onto MSS. That's moving forward. Burning down the with the phasers, with the SMY. Look at the Kyo. Not fast enough to chase up that blink. The home is going to continue to fly forward. Mark's able to block. Cogs there blocking him off. And Us is just chasing this down on his own. Maybe he wants to think twice about this one. That's with the defensive disruption. Can you chase this? We're slow from the city, getting close and personal here with Nuts, and looks like Nuts in a lot of trouble there. Throws out the demonic punch. Croc. Well, he's maybe thinking about finding KP. KP blinks away. The recall will be there as well as he gets himself out. But
MVP inside of Archon's woods right now, and I think
this is nice as well. I mean, MVP just popped down the walls, and they might think they're safe, but now that's the reveal on the high ground. The people coming in, going straight. KP hit the hex. Mark going for it with the hook shot now. He's going to be shagged, getting up the GA. They've been able to take down the drone. The damage from us is just too much. It's beyond godlike for him. KP trying to really get, but no, it's going to Kinesis this time. It's going to be on an illusion. KP hiding in the tree line. MVP looks like the AM will be able to get out here with the recall. But again, Archon taking the fight. Ping's coming out to Roshan. Still going to be a few minutes before he is back up. 29-23. Archon, they're certainly doing it. Mid lane. He's fine. He's got the backup. Korok and Test team are here. Going for the kill. He's going to have to find KP the time. They don't have the detection. Fog did have a gem. He doesn't have it anymore, but now he's run out. And now with the Hex onto KP. That's a massive kill there. Bringing down the anti-mage. Beyond godlike here on your Gyrocopter. And Archon at this point, they might very well want to try and force out that buyback from the AM by pushing down the mid lane.
They absolutely will. They have to. Because that means if they force the buyback now, Roshan's going to be up in less than 2 minutes.
Oh, Duo. Corbin draining with the Orchid. Fog moving back in. He's got a telekinesis available. Duo just got the BKB off now. And with the ultimate will bring down the Rubik. Blinks herself up to the high ground. Kyo does get away with that one. Split push we're talking about as well. KP here in the top lane. And this is going to be the bit of an issue here for Archon.
They have
to go for Roshan. They've got it back, and that's going to give Roshan
There's no tier 2. There's no tier 2 in the top lane. He's just going to go for it. Okay, they're going to jump that beat.
The base at the same time. I mean, they're going for the fight here, but look, there's an anti-mage on your base, ladies and gentlemen. Croc getting himself up, but they're sticking around here. Archon continues to fight. Katie's just going to take the total set of wrecks here. But too much to get 2 kills here. Maybe it doesn't matter if Archon are aggressive enough to take the set of wrecks themselves. There's 2 buybacks coming out from the cold from the clockwork. Shadow Demon is there, and now they're going to look for a set of wrecks. They have But look at this. Look at this. KP just continues to go for the base. He's going to look for a second set of wrecks. Archon, they might wait to find one. Coils up on the side of him to be ready to burn. Continue to fight as they can. They take down Freddy. It's a triple kill here for Croc. Look at the base. KP, what's he going to do next? He could go for the bottom set. Look for Megas. He's going to be Archon. They're looking to finish the game here. They're going for the finish. Kyo He buys back. What does he get? He's going to be very careful about losing his life here. This is an incredible tense moment. And they're just getting low. They're taking down one before they're looking for the second, but at the same time, the damage from KP. He's going for the second tier 4 here in the mid lane. The buyback comes out from Trump. He's going to look for the defense. Maybe look to stop KP. He needs to stop the shouty base. But KP just continues. Timber's going to go down, but on the other side, the French is close as well. They're going to pop the Guardian Angel, continue to hit it. But us, he's been hexed up. He can't get the damage out onto the throne. He's going to kill himself. He needs to get himself back to base. He comes in, suicide. Fight back. Goes for the top 3. He's going to kill him. He's getting Archon the hell out of their face. Buyback from Jaracopter as well, because they need to defend their own fountain. What the hell's going on, Andy?
Okay. All right. Let me find my words. Just give me a second. Let
me just open my energy drink.
KP goes in, right? He assumes that they're going to defend, so he goes for the second set of racks. If he just went for the throne right away, they would have just won the game. Like, they actually would have just won the game if they, right? But the other thing, too, is Archon, they had to buy back as well. The Gyrocopter bought back. That was godlike. AM had to buy back as well. They're going to get outside. Like, they're going to get Roshan now, so MVP obviously in a better position, even though both thrones are exposed. Like, the throne for MVP is actually at half, and they don't have grip. What if they just YOLO this? What if they just walk in and hit the throne?
They could end this. They just need to go straight to the base.
They can just run straight in.
They know there's no sort of...
They need to go. They need Roshan die. They have to run it right now.
They haven't got DA. They haven't got... But it doesn't matter. Corky goes...
Oh my god, did they just lose?
That's it.
Did they just lose the game?
Last spot. Go for the hook shot, but don't he can be...
Oh my god.
It's over. Oh god, they beat the second game of the series. We're going to game 3.
Oh my god.
What?
No glyph. With no glyph, they go for the Roshan. It took too long, Owen. It took too long.
What a game.
This is the first series at TI5. This is the first series. We're going to game 3.
We're going to game 3.